with Terry Horan for the final Cobber Coaches Show, coming off an impressive win last Saturday. You talked before going into last Saturday's game about wanting to get all three of the phases clicking on the same cylinders. You put up 59 points, you got the shutout, your kicking game didn't miss an extra point and made the field goal. Was that the most complete game you've had all year?
You know what, before we get to that, because I do want to talk about that, I just want to let you know that today's Coach's Corner is brought to you by KLN Family Brands out of Perham, Minnesota. We got Wiley Wallaby licorice, all right? We got blueberry, we got huckleberry, we've got tripleberry, but I'm pretty much partial to the gourmet black licorice. Perham, Minnesota, KLN Family Brands, brought to you today, live, James. So let's get back to the game. Yeah, the game certainly was a fantastic day. You know, to send our seniors out the right way, and you're right, exactly. All three phases contributed. We were rock solid defensively. They weren't in the red zone once. Offensively, we were able to put up the points and spread the ball around, get a lot of people out and playing as well in that game. And then obviously within our special teams, there were a lot of really good things, one of which 8 for 8 on PATs, 1 for 1 on field goals. So it was probably the most complete game that we've had all year, and really it's something that we talked about the entire week. You know, we wanted to come in and suffocate Hamlin and in all three phases, and we were able to do that.
Was one of the keys to jump on them early? You scored on your first possession, and then didn't allow them to get that first down, and you kept rolling from there.
Yeah, they actually won the toss, and we've been kind of a defer team. We like to defer, and obviously they'd have to take the ball. We can get our defense on the field, but we were able to get the ball and score on our first drive, and then we had a few others right after that too. So yeah, anytime you have a possession early in the game, you want to be able to do some good things, and I thought we did that.
Now let's look forward to Saturday. You're playing Carleton, who probably the tightest game you've played, 20-13 in overtime. Is it tougher to scheme this time than it is that very first time when you played them?
Well, we both know each other really well for the most part. Schematically, not a whole lot's changed in the last few weeks. I said our last two games that we've played against them have been pretty much dead even. Obviously, we've gone into extra session in both of our last two games. Lost to them down there a year ago, and then obviously won the one here a few weeks back. They're a really good football team. They're a senior-dominated team. Got an outstanding quarterback who makes plays, and he's got weapons. They don't make any mistakes defensively. They're as good as we've seen. I mean, they're really good against the pass. You look at the statistical categories throughout that first game, pretty much all of them are about the same. I mean, I think they had a few more pass attempts and a little less in the rushing attempts. We probably had a few more rushing attempts than pass, but they're number one in the league against the pass. They're pretty salty. They're well coached. So Tom Jernell does a very good job, and his staff, and it's a tough place to play. They're 5-0 there right now this year. It's a natural grass field. It's the first time that we've been on one all year. In fact, they're the lone ranger. They're the only team left in our league that has the natural grass field, but they got a really good ground screw guy. The weather's been a lot warmer down there the last few days than up here. And they haven't played on it in the last 3 weeks, so my guess is it's going to be in pretty good shape.
So, talking about the keys of the game, last time you played Carleton, offensively you couldn't get that ball into the end zone. What's it going to be the keys? The offensive and getting that into the red zone, and then being able to score. Their defense continuing to be able to hold Carleton like they did in that first game.
Yeah, in that first game we kind of were stubbing our toes, and again their defense had a lot to do with it too. But our offense, we need to finish drives, right? I think we've been more consistent the last couple of weeks offensively, which is going to be huge. We need to stay on the field. And our Ds, we left them with a lot of short fields that game, and we were able to dodge some bullets. So obviously, our Ds have been pretty stout all year, and we want that to continue. And I think, again, turnovers could be huge, and it's going to be 26 degrees, so it's going to be a cold football game. But it's that way for everybody at this time of the year, and we gotta be clicking on all cylinders. Special teams is going to come into play. The ball isn't going to, it's going to be a little bit harder, and then now you're kicking off the grass, which has not been done all year, and so a lot of things that can play a part in this, but obviously we got to take care of the ball and finish drives.
Good luck on Saturday, and I guarantee you'll have some kale and you'll have that licorice set and ready to go.
Black licorice, that's my favorite. All right, let's go.